Launching a comic title for maybe 3 years, no, actually longer, 4 to 5 years. I first had an idea of creating a character out of Ali and calling it like an Adventures of Ali. I had a lot of time in my hand in those days, so I just sat down, started writing a script for it. Then I sat down with an artist, storyboard artist who used to work in YRF, and said let's just create an impromptu comic book with speech bubbles and things like that. So we got a little bit of a comic book going at that point, and after which I tried to look and see if I can find artists and try and produce this comic. But at that time the costs were very prohibitive. Whoever was doing it at that point was charging so much that it didn't seem like a good business venture. So I just parked that thought out. I closed the file, put it in my drawer somewhere, and forgot about it. Then one day this guy called Gautam Thakkar from Division 91 comes into my office with a poster of an Ali design in a comic book way. And I said, what is this? And he says that, that's the company that I have called Division 91, and we're trying to, make comic books. And that's when I opened that drawer out, took out this file, and I said, here it is, do it. And he says, this is great and we want to do it, but let's start with Dhoom because everybody loves Dhoom, and that's something that people will love. And I said, yeah. And that's literally how it got born, the idea to start a comic book and then later on make it a label and come out with not just one title but do more than one, and actually bring out something there that doesn't really have an industry or a readership at the moment, but we hope that with our passion and our excitement for it we can create it, and using our movies to fuel that. Comic book and the Dhoom universe is going to be, of course, using the characters that people already know and love, but absolutely new stories. There'll be nothing to do with the films at all. Dhoom 3 will come and we can do a separate book on that movie and that story itself, but that's not going to be the thought behind Dhoom comic. It's going to be new stories with new villains, new characters, and new locations, or whatever it is, and it's going to be something that you will not get in films. So I'm not using Dhoom as a promotional tool for the movies. In fact, exactly the reverse. I want to use the movies as a promotional tool for the comic book. Actually, firstly, I'm super excited about Yomics. I'm super excited that it's something that I'm putting out there in the world that I'm hoping will find its audience, find the traction, and I can do more and create more characters and more universes that people will like. Something vastly different, out of the box, experimental things, fantastical superheroes, why not? Something homegrown. So that's one thing. As far as me being in front of the camera as an actor, I am continuing with that in Dhoom 3, but my focus has now shifted slightly, and I've opened a production company in LA where we've finished our first film, going into production, and our second film in September. So my time mostly is spent abroad, doing that, handling that vertical for YRF. It's called YRF Entertainment. So that and Yomics and a little bit of acting here and there is what I'm doing.